Hello there.
Hey guys, welcome to Studio 2. In this video, I would like to introduce my assignment 2, which is the wound. In my first initial idea, the wound was supposed to be an educational video which introduced you to the whole new world of how a wound can be healed through the activity of cells. Nevertheless, Carlos and Jeremy advised me to dig deep into the microscopic world of the giant instead of making the educational video, because it would be more interesting to discover how the wound or the cells work under the giant skin. As a result, I already changed my inquiry, which is how transformation and bizarreness can be visualized through 2D animation in a microscopic world. My main audiences will be those who love comedy, diverse art style, and world building. During the production progress, I will use Procreate and Procreate Dream to animate my animation shorts, because the VFX elements and the body tissues will be tough to be animated on other programs, and I also need to be more efficient with my timeline. For the context, Scavenger's Reign will inspire my world building, whereas Mad God will be my main resources when it comes to the design of the cells living within the entity body. Cells at work might be a good resources to create a fun but appealing look of cells. As for the art style, the whole animations will be quite simple, but the usage of the brushes will be heavily relied on, because I want to give it a feeling of sketchy and fluid. For my color palette, I would like to choose Scavenger's Reign art style and muddy color palettes, because they were mesmerizing and they portrayed the alien ecosystem and landscape perfectly with their color palette. I want to exploit this art style in terms of creating a rich but horrifying place inside the entity's body. Throughout the first 2 weeks, I already came up with a lot of sketches for the entity and the cells living within him. For the entity design, I was inspired by the initial design of the Spot in Spiderman Across the Spider-Verse, because I love how the Spot has different spots, holes that can travel through dimensions. In order to create a bizarreness and a transformative look for the cells, I decided to use mostly my gesture drawings technique to create the shapes and the personality of the cells. There are several examples of how the animal shapes and size can also inspire my cells' personality and their shapes. For instance, the white blood cells can kinda greedy, so I give them the design of the frog or toad, whereas the fibroblast cells or the collagens design were heavily inspired from the spiders and their webs. Because based on my research, fibroblast cells can produce collagens in order to close the wound, which were sealed by fibrins and the blood clots. Finally, for the storyboard, I am coming up with the proper sketches and the timeline, because the music that I chose were kind of sophisticated. So personally, I think I still need 2 more weeks in order to finish the storyboard and a proper timing and spacing in my animation. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys in the next video.
Goodbye.